Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
You know, might as well, since I sitting in traffic, I should just do a video for you guys. I was just on my way home and I was thinking how much I love this bike. So I was like, you know what? To do you guys a favor, I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why I like this bike. Before I start the video, I just want to say, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy, Too Fast Too Smooth. If you're new to the channel, make sure you know hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you get notified for all my videos. Look at the sticker this guy got, bro. I drive a stick shift, so back off. The closer you get, the slower I drive. Bitch. Let me stop here. So let me just give a little brief description of the bike I ride for those of you who are new to the channel or who may not know. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2011 Yamaha FZ1. This model is a phaser, or they call it the FZ1S. So there's actually 2 versions of this bike. The FZ1S is which I have with the actual fairing, semi-fairing style. Both has naked bike, by the way, just so you know, but one has a front fairing, and there's also the FZ1N. N stands for, I guess, naked. I don't know. I really don't know. But even though I got 2 different names, it's the same bike, just it's the same bike, just 2 different front design. So both bikes are packing a 998cc inline 4, basically from the 2004-2006 Yamaha R1. I think stock they put down 150 horsepower. Not sure if that's to the wheel or to the crank, but when I dynoed my bike in stock configuration with just a Delcovic, yes, Delcovic slip-on exhaust dyno. It read 136 horsepower. This is not bad. Now the big difference between this engine versus the 04-06 Yamaha R1 is that they detuned this bike. That way it's more quote-unquote practical in the commuting area. So it has more torque down low versus high horsepower numbers. It's more fun, not fun to wear, but let's say it's, spit it out, shit, let's just say more practical for day-to-day riding. To come down to it, like the number 1 reason why I like this bike so much is because it's a 1000. Like you can't hate. You can't hit on a 1000. You check what he's saying, like, we're gonna just come on, bro. You're not gonna hit on a 1000cc bike. Being a 1000, like I said, it's putting down, when I dyno it, this particular bike is putting down 136 horsepower. The dyno I went to, they didn't have the torque numbers showing. What I've seen, it put down about 75, I think, 75 foot-pounds of torque. And bro, that is way more than what you need for a legal basis daily riding. Like bro, this bike could go 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds, if that. Like what kind of power you need that you need to go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds? I don't know exactly 3 seconds, but let's say it's sub 4 seconds. Being at 1060 this bike, I've gotten it to a top speed of, I'm not gonna say it, legal purposes, as I'm doing more than a speed limit. But anyway, yeah, this bike is very fast. Triple digits, easy. I want to hear a joke. I was on YouTube the other day watching a YouTuber I like video, and the YouTuber, he rides a R1. So I commented and say something like, I can have the screenshot up anyway, but I commented and say I couldn't afford the R1 or something with the R1. I couldn't get it for whatever reason, but I got the FZ1, which is close enough. Now the person who replied to me, they comment and say it would be better to get R6 versus the R1 because the R6 is much closer, I guess, in power, whatever. And me and some other guy who also commented, who also had an FZ1, said that it was wrong. So the guy actually wasn't wrong. You know, the ergonomics and stuff like that, he was right. However, power-wise, stock for stock, even if modified, the FZ1 is gonna murder pretty much any 600 super sport out there. And I find that so funny. I actually went on YouTube and look at other videos. I type in Yamaha FZ1 versus Yamaha R6, and let me tell you, those FZ1s smoke the shit out of those R6, bro. And I ain't say this to like shit on R6 or anything, because I actually rode a buddy of mine R6, and that shit is fast. Like, a lot of people say 600s are slow, but 600 are pretty fast. So I just saying that to compare what the power is for the FZ1, comparing it to R6. These bad boys are a lot faster than 600s. So just to put that in perspective. So moving on to number 2 before I make this turn. Another reason I like this the Yamaha FZ1 bike, because it's super comfortable versus 100% of the super sports out there. Because what it's made for. If you look, at the handlebars of this bike, you can see it's upright. It has actual handlebars that's closer to me versus, you know, most actual race bikes where they will have clip-ons under the triple tree down here. So instead of me being well upright and, you know, my back, my hips, my wrist without being in pain whatsoever, you know, I just blanked out. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Like I was saying, instead of being crunched over, that's what I meant to say, you know, with your back and hips and your wrist hurting, I'm more in an upright seated position where my back, my hips and my arms, I feel like I'm actually sitting in the bike versus, like, for example, R6 that I rid in, instead of sitting on the bike. And the R6 I rid in, I'm 5'10". I have an inseam. I don't know my inseam. I'm not even on cap. yeah, let's just say I'm 5'10", and I could have barely flat for the R6 for how tall the seat height was. And when I rid the R6, I was hunched over. It wasn't like deadly hunched over, but I could have feel the difference. Like, yo, this bike is forcing me to actually lean in and ride the bike like in an actual race, which I don't mind because I like going fast. But just daily commute, like what I do 99% of the time I'm riding, I don't think I would actually have, what's up, bro? I don't think I would actually have a super sport for everyday riding. Probably like a little weekend thing, but not for every day. I would rather ride this any day of the week over R1 if I do it every day. And just because that's me, my back hurts if I'm bent over like that in that position for a long time. Also, like I was talking about my hip, a lot of foot pegs for super sports, they are very high up off the ground. Hopefully I can find the website, the ergonomic website, so I can compare and contrast and show you guys what I'm actually talking about, where I'm leaning over, my hips are higher, my back, my wrist, my hands. Like, it's a totally different seat position when you're on an actual naked bike, like the FZ1 versus our actual race bike, the super sport and stuff like that. Now, another thing, number 3, another reason I actually love this bike, and a lot of people, they actually they downplay this part of the bike, and they do this modification a lot to get rid of them. But the mirrors, I actually like the stock mirrors on this bike due to the fact they work very well for me compared to any other bike that I have ridden. I had 2 previous bikes and I've ridden probably 4 or 5 others. I had my Ninja 300, I had the Suzuki GSX-F 650 or GSX 650F. I also ridden the Yamaha R6. I've ridden the CBR 954. Also ridden Yamaha MT-07. And I've also ridden the Kawasaki Ninja 400. And my problem was, no matter what I fit on those bikes, like no matter how I position myself on those bikes, my shoulders will be always blocking the mirrors, so like I would not be able to see out of them. I would always have to like scrunch in my hand or scrunch in my elbows to actually see out of it, no matter how I adjust it. And you know, for stock mirrors, they aren't bad, they aren't, you know, bad looking. They haven't given me problems. I can clearly see out of them even going at this speed. They're not shaking, or they're not visibly shaking as I can see. But the thing that people hate about them, especially when I look on the FZ1 forum or the FZ1 pages, when you look at the bike from the front angle, it looks weird. It makes the bike look like an alien of some sort. Now, I like that look for whatever reason. I don't know why. I guess I fall in love with that mirrors actually work for me. So I just like it. These are the stock mirrors that actually came with the bike. I have no problem with them. Unless now, number 4, another reason why I like this bike is because of the power band, how the power kicks in, yada yada yada. Even though this bike doesn't have any power modifications, it hasn't been flashed as yet. What I really like about it is that in the beginning, before I made any changes to the sprockets, the power band wouldn't come on no matter what gear you in until 7,000 RPMs. And this bike, it doesn't actually redline till about 12,000 RPM. So from 1,000 to 7,000 RPMs, it would just be chilling. And depending on how you ride, if you've never ridden like a 1000 before, that's cool and all. But for me, bro, I need that power sooner, bro. Like, come on. So I did a sprocket change and I went 2 down in the front, but the power band actually comes down a lot sooner instead of having to wait to 7,000 RPMs in first, second, and maybe third gear. The power is instant, which is what I like. It's fun. But let's talk stock for stock. Having that stock, did my voice cracking? Oh my god. Having that stock gearing is best for when you're doing a lot of highway miles, like what I used to do. Nowadays I do a lot of back roads, so I had to change it. I felt coming out of corners, it wasn't giving me that power that I was looking for. So I felt I had to change it. But stock for stock, the gearing is nice. I like how the power is made. You still had enough power down low to get you going quick and fast and quick, however you want to say it. Now, number 5 and the last reason for this video why I absolutely love this Yamaha FZ1 is the handling. Like, a lot of people, they don't appreciate the handling of naked bikes. I mean, not appreciate is not the word I'm looking for, but hopefully I'll just remember what the word I'm looking for. But it's like, compared to sport bike like super sports and stuff like that, they don't handle as good, but they're not trash. Like, don't hit me, cruisers. Like, the handling on this bike is not trash. I could literally just do this. I could do this with one finger and it turns easy. Like, this bike would fall into corners with ease, bro. Compared to my bike that had the Suzuki 650F I had before this, that bike was lighter than this, and I felt that was way more challenging to do in corners. Like, this bike is more heavier, physically bigger, the tires is literally bigger. Like, everything about this bike is more and bigger, but the handling is exceptionally well. Like, when I went in the twisties in my last video, by the way, you guys should check it out as well, link is in the description, I felt the bike treated me nice, or I handled the bike nice, even keeping up with people with that are used to those corners. They probably wasn't going all out or anything, but the bike handled very well, and honestly, I like it. I don't have to be fighting it. It doesn't fight me. If I wanted to go down deep in a corner, actually, matter of fact, I wish I caught this on tape. I handle the bike so damn well. Now, this is not to show off skills or anything, but I felt so confident. Oh, she's thick. I felt so confident in this bike. Like, the guy who was behind me, he told me I was like centimeters, not even inches. I was like millimeters from dragging peg. Like, I have never dragged or drag peg on any of my bikes, as I don't go that fast so low. I don't take tight corners. I'm not used to it as yet. But I had so much confidence in my tires, my suspension, my skills. Like, she just, you want to fall down? Yeah, let's fall. And it did it with ease. And let me tell you guys, this bike in general, it's a very nimble bike for the ergonomics that it has. The ergonomics that it has, what it was actually designed for. It actually is the best, one of the best all-arounders in motorcycles that I have actually ridden so far. Keep in mind, there's still hundreds of bikes that I haven't ridden from 125 to 1000, but I have generalized majority of them so far, from super sport to naked. The only one I haven't done was cruisers. I did ride my cousin, I don't know, I'm not sure if it was a dual sport or a full-on dirt bike, but he had done the streets. I'm assuming it's a dual sport. So those are the only two I haven't done yet, dirt bikes and cruisers. So compared to what I've ridden, this handles very well, and I like it. I appreciate Yamaha for designing the bike the way they did. I just appreciate what they did. So, but yeah, enough about that. Those are my 5 reasons that I like this Yamaha FZ1. If you guys did appreciate the video, if you guys actually have different reasons why you guys like your FZ1, you know, comment down below. You know, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notification, because my next video is going to be 5 reasons I dislike this Yamaha FZ1. Yes, I actually have reasons why I don't like this bike, but I'll show you guys in the next video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, stick around, make sure you turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss out on it. So this is your boy, Too Fast Too Smooth. I'm out. See you next time.